Alright, welcome back to Decode Traders Hub. I believe you guys are having a great time. Sorry, apologies for the delay. Some things I was sorting out concerning sound. I realized yesterday's sound was not good at all, so apologies. Please, if you can check still before we can start, help me understand if the sound is okay. If there is anything that I need to change, please let me know. I'm working to get a better device that I can use that actually doesn't pick some weird sounds in the background. So help me if there is anything that is coming out again. Let me know so that I can sort it out. Yesterday, while I was doing the playback of the stream, I realized sound was not good at all. In between there, sound became bad and then got better, then bad, like that. So it was inconsistent. I don't know what caused it. I'm still troubleshooting, so help me to understand if now sound is okay or if it is not. Otherwise, thank you for joining us. Let's get started today. Let's start today's session, of course, as usual, with a prayer, and then we start off with the analysis. Let's pray. Our Father, we thank you for this day. Thank you for this very morning. We ask of your grace. We ask of your goodness, Lord. Thank you that we are back here for another day, another session of analysis. Thank you. We know that you are well able to give us a good success even today. Thank you for yesterday's profits. Those who are on VIP and those who are not, we know that you gave them all, of course, the good profits, Lord, because us who are on VIP, you gave us a good day yesterday. So we are saying thank you. Thank you for the profits. Even today's session, we know that you're going to give us a good time. You're going to give us a good day of trading. You're going to even double the profits that we made yesterday. We say thank you, Lord. We give you praise and we love you. Be part of this session. Be the one to analyze for the people that you've put onto this channel. It's not my will, but your will. We give you praise. We love you. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. Amen. So without any further ado, as usual, please, if you want, you can go ahead and share the link, call someone to come around, let them be part of the analysis, let them be part of the family as we are ready to analyze with them. So as usual, crash 500, it's where we start our session from. And of course, if you don't mind, go ahead and do what? And like the stream so that we can be recognized by YouTube algorithm. All right, so from yesterday's analysis, this is what we were looking at. We were looking at this move, but this move, this fair value gap actually held up price. It couldn't go back, but rather we saw the breakout here. And then remember, I told you, if we see a breakout on this fair value gap, those who attended yesterday's analysis, episode number 153, then you know that's what I said. If price breaks this fair value gap, that was a fair value gap on M30, I believe. Yeah, M15, yes, M15 right there. I told you, if price breaks that fair value gap, then this will not be a big issue right here. This other point of interest, that other point of interest right there. So that was a resistance level, but I told you, if price breaks this fair value gap, this will not be an issue. And we saw that right now, as we can see, price broke it and tested it, and actually the buys continued. So as we start today's, yesterday I didn't make any entry on crash 500. I would have loved to make one after this breakout, but still you can see the price there, the way it was acting weird, so I couldn't do that. So these points are no longer necessary. I can delete them. We don't need them anymore. So price decided to react to this and to get there, so we clearly see where it reacted from that order block right there. So I can easily delete everything right now. So this was not respected. What was respected was actually that order block right there, that last buy candle on that move, on this very move, is where we saw price react back to. So in as much as we want, yes, okay, this is the thing. This was a change of character right here on H1. That is a change of character pullback there. Then we start to see higher high, higher low, then we have a higher high, but we are seeing price getting back into sales as we speak right now. We have an order block where price has reacted, where has reached currently. We still have this level, we still have that level, but then according to H4, let's see, according to H4, what do we have? H4, we need to be looking for buys, but then price has reached on that level and it has given us a retest. Price is still above our 10 MA, which is a good thing on H4. On daily time frame, it is not. We have actually seen today start as a sell. This day has started as a sell, which means we are likely to see sells according to daily time frame. Remember, the general trend on the daily time frame is sells. We were anticipating a change of character. Let me maximize this. We were anticipating a change of character probably if price broke that level, but it did not, so it actually didn't even reach that level. Why was I waiting for that? Because this is a break of structure. This is a new current lower low. Price went up there to give us a lower high so that it can come down to give us a fake low, so a low failing to break the previous low, so that we can break out that and we get a change of character. But as we speak currently, this move didn't actually break this other level. So today's candle has started as a sell and it's actually going clean in a sell, even as you see that H4 candle currently is a sell, and today started from here. You can see where that sell is. That is the sell that we are looking at currently. So as I've told you, the day has just started. If price breaks this level, know that we are going to continue with sales. But according to daily, we needed to break this level so that we can at least get into some buying momentum. Why? Because on H4 we are looking for buys, and that's the reason why we are looking for buys. We had a change of character. We came back, tested it, got a higher high, but then came to look for this liquidity right here. And after getting that liquidity, we got another change of character right there, this being taken as our support. And now price is reacting to this level. So I can easily anticipate buys from this level. Of course, H1 is saying sells, but I want to look at price action right here. I can anticipate some buys right here, unless if unless if price breaks this level, this order block on H1 and gets us into sales. But until then, I will be anticipating buys. Let me wait on. If M15 is giving me buys, then I will be looking for buys. Actually, M15 is also selling according to what we are seeing. We even got a change of character right there. Wow. Even got a change of character and price made a pullback right there. This was a change of character right there. Okay, so this is interesting. H1 sells, M15 sells, M30 sells. Daily sells. All right. Okay, so let's wait. I may not trade this asset even today. According to what I'm seeing, I may end up not trading it even today. So let's get to H4. Let me bring out my trend lines right here and have them drawn like that, and use this also. Just put it a bit up and have it drawn like that. So if this becomes a pennant, then you know that price will be continuing with sales. First delete that. Let's go for the first TP sale, which is that. That will be one like that, but that only has to happen if price breaks. If price breaks this and actually gets us a breakout right here on this trend line. So in as far as we're concerned, we are currently looking for sales according to H1. So let's go to H1, look at what price is doing. It's going to look for a pullback. Oh wow, so weird. Pullback. This is a break of structure right here, so it's likely to come around here and then continue. It's likely to come around here and then continue because of this as a break of structure on M5 and of course on M15. So right there, probably even it can go to this other level right here, and then we look at a push into sales to come all the way to the trend line. Yeah, that is how I can conclude with this asset right here. We are going to be selling it. Yeah, that's the general trend currently, what we are seeing according to M15, according to H1, and even on the daily time frame. All right, enough of crash 500. Let's now head to volatility. Boom 1000. Boom 1000. Please help me get to understand if sound is okay, so that I can fix it. And I don't. We have a good time together. All right. So boom 1000. What happened to boom 1000 yesterday? Oh yes, yesterday this was a good day for us. Yesterday was a good day for us on boom 1000. So first of all we started the day on this move. We were waiting for this price to reach here, and then we enter that move to take us all the way up there, and that's how we took the trade. So I took the trade. My TP was here about 20. Those who were on the analysis, you remember I did this while we were closing the analysis session. So that's where we got this very move. So I was supposed to actually enter another trade right here. Somehow I missed like 1 minute, and when I came, it was already shooting up into the buys. Yeah, that was a good trade. Congrats to those that took it, those that stayed around and actually saw me giving you this signal live here. Then after reaching there, of course, the analysis was we get there and then we start sales. After reaching there, I made an entry after giving me this kind of double top right there. I made an entry immediately because I didn't want to wait for the retest. So I immediately made an entry. right here, and price retested. I added another entry right there. That's how I was confident of this sell. So I added another trade yesterday right there, and then price came all the way. I had my TP right here, took my profits right there, and then called it a day. But price kept on moving, and in fact it hit our TP level right there and there. Those were our points of interest to take our TP from, and they were all hit. So congrats to those that actually made this, took this trade. Those who are on VIP, congrats. Those on the VIP signals platform, congrats, because I shared this signal with you in time, and I believe you guys made a lot of money on it. So enough of yesterday. Let's now delete this, delete that. We know price is still going to continue the sales because we had waited for that kind of sell for some good days. So now delete all that. Let's look at what happened after reaching this point of interest. After reaching this point of interest right here on H1, okay, it was M15 actually. That was what? That was an order block. Price went back up to test what? What was that? That order block up there on H1. So it tested that order block and then started to sell again. So if I go to M15, that was another, I was supposed to make another entry right there. Yeah, so price started to sell, retested after that change of character, tested that area. According to H1, you can see, excuse me, according to H1, you can see the fair value gap where it tested and then got into sales again. Reached here on this order block, went back up. Now it went back up, consolidating. So you can see I had analyzed price to react from in this very fair value gap, which is H1 fair value gap, and then get back into sales, but it even went all the way up. So this is not needed. Delete this, delete all this, okay, this can keep it, delete that. So now that we have this, price has reacted back. It has done the same thing it did here when I was waiting for this buy, for this sell. Right here you can see gave us a change of character, then came all the way back to the highs. Same thing has happened, gave us a change of character here, then went back up, went down a bit, then consolidated, then went all the way back to almost the highs, the same highs right there. And now we can clearly see sales have again started right there. But now that I've seen this today, I can again wait for a pullback. I can again wait for another pullback for me to get another entry right there. So for now, looking at what I have on CCI, this will be what I'll be looking at right there, since I had the low here and then price kept on playing around, so I need price to reach the overbought level right there. If I go to H1, clearly I'm looking for, oh wait, something that can actually give us something here sketchy. Something sketchy right here. Okay. All right, so H1 price is below 10 MA. I need a pullback right there. So either this candle is going to fast close. Oh wow, yeah, this candle may fast close, then we get around midday we get a pullback, or we can even get a pullback right now. Let me go on M30, see M30, if it reacts on M30, then that will be the pullback, but it normally reacts on H1. Yeah, let's wait and see what happens, but I need a pullback around there so that I can enter my sales again to bring me all the way to such a trend line. All right, I think that's enough, but remember, you may have your NTP levels right there, and of course, yeah, there's a fair value gap right here on M30, but we can look for the one on H1, and clearly it also matches the one on H1 right there, so which is okay. So that could be our TP level. First TP here, second right there, third right here, as you keep on taking some money with you. So for now, I'm not going to make any entries. I will just wait for that pullback. All right, enough of Boom 1000. Let's head back. Let's go to Boom 500. So Boom 500, what happened yesterday? Let's first start from H4. So we had this level. Oh, did I lose my analysis? Because I don't see it. So according to daily time frame, we need buys. According to weekly, we are still selling, and then we have that level where price has to come to. So go back to H4. Why aren't we selling? I mean, why aren't we in the buys? This was a change of character right there. Right there, that was a change of character. So price did this, came all the way to H1 order block, came all the way to H1 order block, tested it, and then went into buys again, but it has found a resistance right there. It has found a resistance right there. This resistance cuts across even the other side here as a support, then later became a resistance. So now it's currently working as a resistance. So according to CCI, we clearly see that we need to get into buys, but it won't go into buys until this resistance is broken. So what do we know right here? So we need price to look for some liquidity that can push this level, that can come with enough momentum and actually break this resistance right here. So we have that order block, but also we have the fair value gap down below that order block. So buys started on this, so we can clearly see that price is likely to even go as far as this fair value gap and pass through this order block. So I may have let me remain with both of them. We know the price is going to come right here. Yep. But then price can decide to break out from there, or even come all the way down below to give us that kind of entry. And of course, the reason why I'm stopping from there, the reason why I'm stopping from there is because of those highs right there. So it's likely to get us right there, or even break that and continue to the buys. So for now, we have no say with this. We have no business with this asset, only to look for some sales. Can we get some sales? Let's go to M15. Let's see. That is a change of character. This is a pullback, yeah, to that fair value gap. Sales, failure to give us a new lower low. That means I can enter right here. Sales to come here. This is going to be short one, but it's a bit crazy for me to enter because of that. It's a bit crazy. So we may see price even first get up there. So it's a bit crazy for any entries now. Why? If it had given me a lower low right here, I would have entered, but it did not give me a lower low. It's only the wick that came into the low right there. So that's why I can't enter. So I would have entered. It would have been a good trade for me to take me down, but I can't enter unless price gets me a retest, another retest. Let me go to M5, look at it. Yeah, I'm gonna see a retest. I may see a retest. I may see a retest right here. I may see a retest right there. So I have to wait. If I get a retest, the better. Then I make my entry. If I don't get a retest, then I have no business with it. I won't enter it. I will wait for the buys right on this level, or the one right here. So for now, this is a no-go for me. I can't waste my time on it again. Let me leave it on M15 so that before we finish today's session, we can come back to it and see if it actually gave us an entry or not. Boom, 500 is done. Let's head over to Volatility 25-1S. Vol 25-1S. Now, Vol 25 gave us good money yesterday. Those who were on the analysis, those who attended yesterday's analysis, you know we made money yesterday on this asset right on time. So how did we make this money yesterday? So yesterday I had this is what I had right there on H1, and even I think even on M15. Let me drag this a bit this side. Yeah, even on M15, actually, yes, this was on H1. So I told you, because of that, as a change of character right there, I needed price to react there so that I can enter sales. So I told you we can take this trade from right here, a short trade, then we can enter sales, and that's what we did. We entered buys here, short buys to reach there. Then when price was ready to give us sales, we also entered sells. But I was a bit skeptical with the sells, so I had given the signal to the guys on VIP, but I told them to first wait. But as in the process of waiting, I forgot to update them whether they could enter again. I don't know if some of them actually kept in when I had given them a signal. I don't know if they kept in, but after doing all that business, it finally got back into the sales, and we made that money. It took my profits right here. It took me actually out on my selling profits, but where I wanted it to reach, it actually reached that level. Actually this level, because these were points of interest right here. One, our TP was one here, and then the other one right here, right there, which was an order block on H1. So price hit that TP. So yesterday we were served properly on V25 oneness. So congrats to those that made this money. Enough of this now. I can delete everything right here now. So delete everything right here, and let's look at, okay, that resistance can stay, all this can go now, delete. And now, okay, actually even this order block is not needed now. It's served its purpose. This where we are, still working, so let's leave it on for now. No, actually we can delete it because price came even all the way to that fair value gap here, and that's where we are seeing price reacting on currently, that fair value gap right there. It's where price is reacting on currently. So now that we know that, let's go to M15. We are having something like a falling wedge. Yeah, that's what we are having, something like a falling wedge as we speak, something like a falling wedge or a channel. Actually it's like a it is a channel. So now most of the times, I normally tell you, most of the times if you find something like this, it normally goes for this leg, normally goes for that leg again. So unless if this is a strong support, then you can anticipate a reversal. But remember, we are not market movers, so we can't say much. Only what we have to do is wait for what the market movers have decided. Okay, this is the thing. If price, let's see, let me bring this, the crosshair right here, get there. This is not a break of structure, this is break of structure, so this is not a break of structure. So if price breaks this level right here, that becomes our change of character, and that means we will be seeing the buys. But if price, that means if price breaks this, that means we will be anticipating change of character, and that means we will be looking at buys. Yeah, but then if price breaks down below, if price breaks that support, then sales are continuing. Remember, according to H4, we are still looking for sales, and even daily time frame, no, daily time frame, we are looking for buys. So having seen this tells me clearly that now I'm going to be looking for buys. Why? Price has reacted on this a fair value gap on H1. There is a whole support level down below that. This is a support level right there. It is coming all the way from this fair value gap right there. That is a support. It may try to reach this support and then give us this, or according to H4, what we've seen, price has reached our retracement level on CCI. We may see a retest. So if I can first take out that, then I will show you this. I will show you on H4. First delete this for now. I will show you with fib that this can be anticipated. The retest or the pullback on H4 can be anticipated within this fair value gap right there. So price is likely to give us this and then probably bring us down, reach that level, and then we get our buys just like we need on the daily time frame. So now that that is clear for us, an anticipation, we can go to lower time frame to see how we can match with what we have currently. So go to H1. H1 is looking for buys. Price is above our 10 MA. That is perfect. Go to M15. M15 price is giving us a change of character right here, and clearly you clearly see that it has given us a retest down here, and I believe if I'm entering, I should be entering now. Why should I be entering now? There's no point of interest left back, but then it means my stop loss is going to be all the way down below here. It's going to be all the way down below here. We've already started a new H4 candle, and that H4 candle is starting as a buy, so I can easily make my entry now for this buy. So I'm gonna set my buy right here, put it at 0. Let me make my entry now right there. If it fails to break this level, then it will make a pullback, so I'm going to have my stop loss a bit off all the way down below, because it can easily come down. If it comes down again, I will of course make another entry, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to be risking about $20. Yeah, I'm going to risk $20, but then my retest can easily give me about $40. So I'm looking at a 1 to 2 kind of risk to reward ratio. But remember, I should be putting my stop loss just below this, but I'm looking at when price is trying to look for this liquidity. So a new H4 has started. I'm using M15 to make my entry because of this change of character, having seen this pullback all the way to the order block and seeing this previous candle. I'm anticipating even if price makes a retest, it may not reach all the way down below here, but that is just an anticipation. I'm not a market mover. I can only follow what I'm seeing. So we will be anticipating buys to get us all the way up there on that fair value gap. Then we can anticipate sales later. So I think that's it for me on V25S. Let's wait for the buys to come around. Let's wait for the buys to come around. All right, let's now head over to Volatility 75. We'll come back to this later. Let's now head over to V75. A V75, we were waiting for this. We actually entered this trade yesterday, but it was a bit, playing around within this channel. Those who remember, if, like I've always told you, if you missed yesterday's analysis, you can still go and check it out and know why we did what we did. So this was an entry right here. Once it came back to this trend line, and of course we knew it was within the channel, so we were taking advantage of that. So price came there, it kept playing around, so I later went off because it was likely to come down again, and it came down and all the way to this other fair value gap on H4. Yeah, and that's where the buys started, and we clearly see now the buys broke even the channel to go all the way up. Currently they are here, but we know it's likely to come all the way to that level. So that's where we are anticipating our sales to begin from. So for now, this is a no-go. Let's just take off that. Take off this. Okay, what is this? This can go. That was a resistance at first, then became a support somehow, so just delete it, no need of it. According to daily time frame, we should be looking for buys. Actually, not according to daily time frame, according to price action. According to price action, we should be looking for buys. Why am I saying we should be looking for buys? Looking at daily time frame, this is a previous lower low. Yep, from this level, previous lower low, came here, gave us a lower high, came here, failed to give us a new lower low, then we got a change of character right there. Now, if you are using indicators only, you'll be wrong, and you'll be looking for sells as a general trend. But then that's not the case. The general trend is a buys. We are looking for buys. Why? Because of that change of character, unless if this is a fake change of character to later push us into sells. Because remember, when we started from there, we were seeing lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. That is a downtrend. Then until we reach this level, and we've seen now our lower high being taken out by this candle here, which indicates reversal. But we cannot fully say we have a reversal unless this high is taken out to give us a new higher high. Then we'll be very sure that we know even on a higher time frame we are now in an uptrend. But until then, we have to keep trading it on a lower time frame. Just like here on H4, it's saying we need to look for sells according to CCI because of overbought. Unfortunately, I've just deleted CCI. I just don't know why I've done that. Let me now add it in. CCI indicators. Okay. And I've forgotten how I normally add it in. Wow. Okay, first delete it. Indicator. Sorry guys, I don't know. I will have to add it in later probably, because I don't remember how I normally add it in on to be 2-in-1 on the PC version. Just forgotten how I normally do it. Supposed to be a drag. It's not working. So this is my bad here, so let me just delete it. I will add it in later. I'll add it in later. I'll add it in. I'll add it in later. Delete. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is wait for price to reach there, but that is if it is going to actually reach there. According to what we have on M15, we are seeing some reaction right there, so it means we have some resistance all the way from there. So we are likely not to see actually this happen. We're likely not to see it happen. What is not happening? What is not happening? Okay. So it may keep consolidating within here. It's gonna come here. It's going to come here, then get back up, then go back up like that until it reaches the other level right there. It's going to keep playing within here. It's going to keep playing within here until it reaches there. So all we know now, you can sell this to this other trend line. But then are we safe? Are we safe? Not really. Not really. We need to wait. We need to wait. Price is still above our 10 MA, so you can just wait for now before you make that sell. On M5, actually, it's coming around very well, so yeah, the sell may be on because this point never touched the trend line, so it's likely to come now and touch the trend line, and that will be a good trade for us to take us all the way to this other trend line. So let's wait for that. Before we close the meeting, the session, we'll be back again to this. We'll be back again to this asset and look at it and what's happening to it. All right, let's go to jump 50. We have 1 minute. What? That's too bad. Today I was late and I even talked a lot. So let's go to jump 50. So jump 50, what were we looking at yesterday? Go back to H1, pull back there, and then come with the sells, and it happened. But I didn't. I was waiting for an entry right here. Actually, when it made this, I waited for a pullback so that I can enter the buy, but I didn't see any. The pullback happened there after breaking this fair value gap, so it was a bit too late for me to make that entry, but the trade happened. In fact, I was supposed to enter way back, but I missed this entry, so I was waiting for this entry. When price reacts, I missed it, so that's my bad, but the trade went as the way we had anticipated. So congrats to those that actually took the trade. Now, after doing that, reaching that level, it retested to the level that I was actually waiting for right there. By then, I was out of the market. I had already hit my daily target. So by then, I was out of the market. So it did that. I wanted this to come down, but it never happened. They had enough momentum, so price went all the way back up right there. back to that order block. So that is now a resistance level right there, and price is reacting to it. So remember, we are still according to H4, we are still in a downtrend. So price has reacted there. We need this sell, but are we ready to sell it? If I go to H1, price is above our 10 MA, but then it is reacting on this level, which is our retracement level on CCI. So price is reacting there. So how are we going to work out this? First delete that also. This right here on M15, it was like a change of character, so we got into buys, gave us a pullback, went back up. Now we need to sell it. So delete this. H4, H1, at resistance is holding. So we have two ways to enter this asset. One is price to break this to give us a change of character from that resistance, so that we get a change of character and we continue with sales to come here. The other one is price to break this resistance level, and then it tests that level, and then it brings us into sales. So that's how we are going to be seeing this. That's how we're going to be seeing this. So, of which I have a lot of chances that we have is price is going to reach back here and then get us into sales. Why? Because it's going to be very hard for price to get enough momentum to break this resistance just like that. So it has to first go down before it goes up. So that's why we have a bit of a chance of price to come break this on H1 and then give us the sales that we need. So let's look for a point of interest above there that price is going to react back to. Let's go to M5. We have a bit of confluence right here, so it's likely to come to that level right there where price reacted. But also there's a fair value gap currently where we are. There's that fair value gap, so I can't get surprised if price fails to break that and get us into sales. So that's what we are seeing. But if it breaks it, then it won't exceed this level to give us sales. So for now, we will wait for sales, not buys. We want price to at least get up there and then give us sales, or react from where we are, which is a fair value gap, and give us the sales. All right, I think I've talked enough on boom, on jump 50. Let's get to jump 25. Time is not on our side. We have gone already. We have exceeded already our normal time. Let's get to jump 25. Jump 25, I was pissed at this trade that after doing what I had exactly done, I missed to keep in the trade. Yeah, better way than losing money, by the way. Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's all good that I didn't lose money on it, but I made money on it, even though it was small money. So this was the analysis early morning, why price was reacting to this. So I had that in the morning yesterday. We wanted the pullback there, then we can get into sales. The pullback happened right where I had said it will come to. That's where the entry was. So I made an entry, but it was having a low momentum. Why? Because of this where we were. So I made an entry of a sell, and it played around that time for so long, for like an hour or two. So I decided to close. I decided to close right here. So right here, I decided to close, it was failing to break this on M15. it was failing to break that on M15, so I decided to close. After closing, look at what happened. Price started to move immediately, and it went to the exact level I had said, made a short pullback like that, and then continued. Actually, it even broke that level. So I hope those who followed up yesterday's analysis, you made enough money on this asset yesterday. So we got that breakout, and just like I had told you, we had two ways of entering this asset and actually following it up. One was, we know that we wanted sales on the daily time frame and on H4, but then I told you normally in these situations, price normally continues with the previous trend, which is a buy. Normally continues with the previous trend and gets us up there, and that's why we have that level right there. So, but we got a breakout, so the breakout may change things right here. The breakout may change things. According to daily, we are going to anticipate probably a retest, but this retest may not be just a retest. It may actually continue with the buys, or it may give us a retest, because according to weekly time frame, we need to sell, but daily we need some buys. So this retest may get us back in or just around here, and then we get into sells again, because weekly we need to sell. So in as much as we want to buy, we have to understand the weekly time frame needs some sells. So now everything right here, I have to delete it. I have to delete it. So delete everything, even this, and let's do a new analysis. So get to H4. This is a break of structure. Delete these also. So this is a break of structure on H4. Right, we are now on price action, so we need price to give us a pullback right to around there, so that we can come again with sales. So how are we going to look at this move? Because we have a new lower low right here. So go to H1. So price is consolidating, is failing to give us a change of character. As you can see, this is where the change of character would be on H1 to actually give us the buys to reach that level. So it's failing. All we need is price to break that, and then we can get into buys. So until then, we have no business with this asset. But if it decides to come back again down below to this order block, then I will not hesitate to enter buys to take me right there. This is on M15, because price is likely to get back here, and then give us that trade. So for now, delete that. Price is likely to come back here. That is an order block. The fair value gap here has been already mitigated, I believe. Yes, it has been already mitigated by this move right there. So it's likely to break it and come all the way to the order block and give us that entry, or it gets weird momentum out of nowhere and gives us that. We are not market movers, so we can't tell what will happen. Even the broker himself can actually manipulate whatever, and then push price there, and we miss the entry. So let's wait and see what will happen on this jump 25. Lastly is jump 10. Let's finish this and we call it a day. Jump 10. So jump 10, what happened? Actually I entered it, but I entered late. So this is the thing. First go to H1. we knew that price will react back there and then we get into sell. I was reluctant to enter here, but then I entered when it did this, and then somehow I kept in it and then it came and took me out. I again entered and recovered my money. That's how weird this trade was. So going to M15, let me show it to you. So this was the first entry. I entered late. I was supposed to enter there. I entered late. So it made a pullback, took me out. Then I entered again and recovered my money and called it a day because it was consolidating. So I couldn't keep in it when it was having low momentum and consolidating. So that's how yesterday was weird on jump 10. So delete everything right here. Even though we were right, the trade was a bit not that good for us to make a lot of money on it. So let's look at it now. So price made a pullback all the way to that resistance level right there. So what is happening currently? According to H1, according to H1, we see prices is oversold. According to H4, we have finished retesting, so we need buys. All right. Weird, we wanted price to react all the way here, but it failed. Let's first understand why. Looking at fib, it reacted exactly on 61.8, which is okay. Which is okay, but then there's less liquidity left back. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Price may first come back again for this liquidity on this fair value gap. So what do? We have to wait. Even though price is above my 10 EMA on H4, according to daily time frame, I'm still looking for sells. So price is likely to come back to this fair value gap right here on H4. So go to H1. Are we looking for buys? Yes, according to CCI. But are we looking for buys according to price action? No. Why? Because of that resistance. So it means price is not ready. It's likely to come for this liquidity today. So what do? We go to M15 and look at what we have. Yes, M15 is giving us an entry, is about to give us an entry, not ready, but it's going to give us an entry for the sell. It's giving us that. According to CCI, tells you we are overbought, meaning sells. So that sell on M15 is the one that is going to bring us to grab liquidity on this fair value gap. But in the meantime, we can have our points of interest on M15 just in case there's any reaction on them. Just in case there is any reaction on them. So let's bring them out and let's have them ready. So for now, I can easily enter a sell now, put my stop loss above there, but this sell has just started, so I know there will be a pullback. So all I need is a pullback to such a level. That's what I will need. And then I make my entry to sell this on jump 10. All right, I think that's it for today. Let's do the recap and we call it a day. Excuse me. All right, recap time. Let's do the recap and we call it a day. We started with crash 500. Oh, look at that. It has reached our level that we had anticipated. So the sell is come. What? Before I even finish the word in the mouth, the sell has started. Before I finish the word in my mouth, the sell has started. So I don't have to do anything. Let me have another limit order right there just in case it makes a pullback. But then I have missed that entry. I'll just have my stop loss right there, and I'll also do this, copy this stop loss, add it to this limit order, and leave the trade to run. So before I even finish the word that it has reached where we wanted it and we can enter sales, it immediately spiked and sales came in. So you know that you want to take your profits around here, around there. Yeah, in fact, let me delete this. Let me use 0. I can even use 1 as my lot size. Yeah, I will use 1 as my lot size if it makes this pullback. No, it is not. It's continuing with the sell. So let's wait and see, because this is small money that I'm looking at here. So let's wait and see what happens. But the sell is on just like we anticipated. All right, that is crash 500. Let's go to boom 1000. Boom 1000, the pullback has failed. We haven't gotten a pullback, so we've missed that entry. Okay, let's wait. What is this here? This is an order block. We've reached there, so we may see some pullback from this level. So let's be patient and see if we'll be able to get some money on this trade today. Remember, it is praying this, so this can become our later focus. So you need to know that. All right, boom 500, pullback there, and wait, did it reach the way we wanted? No, it did not reach, but we have an opportunity to enter sales. Yeah, I think so. Go to M50. Oh, okay. H1. All right, I'm gonna enter sales on boom 1000, on boom 500, and I'm just going to have my stop loss just there. I don't want to risk a lot, and I'll be looking for price to come around here. This is small money. Let me add another entry of 0.5. Okay, and we'll look for the same stop loss, same TP, copy, and look for that, and then this. All right, so I'm in the sale on boom 500, volatility 25. the entry we entered, we are in profits, so you have to know that, and you have to manage your trade properly. We are already in profits, so congrats to those that entered while we were entering that. Sorry guys. V75, it's a no-go. Price is going to keep playing within here, and probably we will see some entries or not. So, but it has gone back there. We can actually look for a sell. I believe so. We can actually look for a sell where we are, but let's just wait. Jump 50. This is still a no-go. Price may react all the way back there and give us a sell, so let's wait for that too. Jump 25, we need a pullback here, then we can look for that buy. That is going to be an entry according to M5. But remember, we are not market movers, so it can even get momentum out of nowhere and break this and continue with the buy. But know that buys are coming to get us there, and then we can think of sells later. This is going to be a short trade according to what you call a short trade, depending on what you know, the time frame you're trading. But that will be the trade to get us to the breaker block right there where we got the break of structure, and then we head back into sells. Jump 10, I'll be looking for that pullback and then make that sell. Remember, this is on M15, so that means we will be anticipating buys from this other point of interest, which is a fair value gap. So for now, I need a pullback right there, then I can enter sells, clean sells. So I think that's it for today. Let me wish you guys a good day. Please don't forget that you can get in touch with us through through our social medias. They are down below in the description. You can follow us on TikTok, on Twitter, which is X, on Instagram. Yeah, of course, if it is your first time here on YouTube, you can still subscribe and keep following us. Otherwise, I want to wish you guys a good day. Remember to follow up with your entries that you've entered. If you did enter the signals that I've given now, follow up. Make sure you follow your risk tolerance plan. Don't risk what you can't afford to lose on your account. Remember, I normally tell you guys you need to look at 2 to 3% per trade when you are risking, meaning the maximum you can risk per day on your account is 6%. That is the maximum. That means you would have risked a lot. You would have risked a lot, 6%. So you don't have to exceed that. Let me wish you guys a good day, happy trading, and see you tomorrow same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Bye bye.